The 1950s, an era of chrome, steel, and pure American style. These cars once ruled the roads with elegance and power. Today, you don't need a fortune to own one. Join us as we explore 5 beautiful classics from the 1950s that are now surprisingly affordable. 1952 Ford Crestline. Average price is $16,083. Period elegance and tons of chrome make the 1952 Ford Crestline one of the most beautiful classic cars of the 1950s. This car shows off with nice features and some excellent hood ornaments on higher trims. The Crestline was the top trim in the early Ford lineup, with the main line being the lower trim. Despite the higher position, a Crestline can be had for a reasonable price. Power for this impressive Ford car came from a 239 cubic inch V8 engine that mated to a 3-speed manual transmission, sending power to the rear wheels. The Crestline wasn't a particularly powerful car, but it delivered 110 horsepower and 194 pound-feet of torque, making it easy to drive and enjoy during its heyday. 1955 Chrysler Windsor. Average price is $15,876. Big cars were the staple of the 1950s, and the Chrysler Windsor was among them as a large car with beautiful, stately lines and the big car presence that was expected of the decade. The Windsor was Chrysler's mid-range model, giving buyers a value option in the Chrysler lineup, which was known for being more upscale than Ford or GM products. Power for the Windsor came from a 300 cubic inch V8 engine that gave the car plenty of power compared to other cars of the decade. This engine delivered 189 horsepower and 275 pound-feet of torque to the wheels. The standard setup gave drivers a 3-speed manual transmission, but a 2-speed Power-Flight automatic was available. 1956 Hudson Hornet. Average price is $15,403. The low-slung profile gives the 1956 Hudson Hornet a sporty look that other cars simply didn't offer. The step-down construction provided drivers with a lower center of gravity compared to other cars, making it a great choice at the track. The distinctive hood styling stands out as a gorgeous feature of a car that was dominant in stock car racing during the early 1950s, thanks to its low center of gravity and impressive torque figures. A Super 6 engine was used in many 1956 Hudson Hornet models. This engine is an inline-6 layout that measures 308 cubic inches and can produce 175 horsepower and 278 pound-feet of torque. Some of the 1956 Hudson Hornet models used a 320 cubic inch V8 engine that sent 220 horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque to the wheels. In either case, drivers had plenty of power on tap for some exciting experiences on the track. 1952 Plymouth Special Deluxe. Average price is $10,511. Bold two-tone paint schemes were a signature part of the 1950s, and the 1952 Plymouth Special Deluxe was certainly a candidate for such a paint scheme. These post-war Plymouth cars were ubiquitous, with parts being relatively easy to find, making them affordable and easy to enjoy as classic project cars. This is a fantastic choice when you're looking for a budget-minded classic car. Power for this early-decade Plymouth car comes from a 218 cubic inch 6-cylinder engine that sends 97 horsepower and 175 pound-feet of torque to the rear wheels. While not particularly powerful, the style, build, and impressive ease with which the Special Deluxe can be rebuilt and enjoyed make it a good option when you're looking for your first classic project car.
1954 Buick Special. Average price is $5,500. Classic Buicks are always stylish, attractive, and enjoyable to see. The beauty of Buick's sweeping side trim gives it a big car presence and an elegant cruiser. Buick cars from this era leaned heavily into luxury trimmings, making them some of the most elegant and sophisticated cars of the time. This has also led to a large supply of Buick cars from the 1950s, which accounts for the extremely affordable pricing.
Series 40 models used a 264 cubic inch 8-cylinder engine that produced 143 horsepower and 228 pound-feet of torque, while Series 60 models had larger engines measuring 322 cubic inch that produced 195 horsepower and 302 pound-feet of torque to give drivers more power. Both engines could be had with either a 3-speed manual or a 2-speed automatic transmission. From towering tail fins to thundering engines, the classics of the 1950s remind us of a time when style and power ruled the open road. And the best part? Some of these timeless machines can still be yours without spending a fortune. Which one of these 50s beauties would you take home? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more classic car stories, and join us next time as we uncover more hidden gems from automotive history.